Good morning. So, you can't see. Trying to back out. Don't want to hit nobody. Okay. There goes the van. Yeah, we're good. Crap. Scary. Don't get around a Dunkin' Donuts. Wow. Well, happy Tuesday. A little bit more traffic today, and that's because school is back in session. There was no school. Right. Extreme. Get a quick Yui. Sorry, it is. I don't want to say it's humid, but my car is like full of dew. A ton of dew. I gotta go pick my buddy up, take him to work. Then I got to go see some people. Trying to figure out what to do. Good morning. So I gotta fill out my ballot. I do a mail-in ballot because many years ago, I've been doing mail-in ballots for a long time, like 15 years. They were absentee ballots at the time. Now they're just mail-in ballots. The lines to vote were insane. They didn't have enough polling places for all the people, and there'd be lines 2 hours long because they put so much on one ballot. And they would send you a sample ballot, right? They would send you the sample ballot so you could fill it out and then bring it into the tent or whatever, the little booth, and you could just click everything off and walk away. But then there'd be people there who would have to read everything. What's up, Rizzler? And it was insane. It was insane. People would sit in that little booth for freaking 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna fill out my ballot. I'm thinking about doing that live so everyone can see where I'm voting and how I'm voting. I've been an independent voter. Hi, this guy. I've been an independent voter now for about 20 years. So I'm gonna fill out my ballot. What are you doing? I'm going to pick up a buddy of mine. I gotta take him to work. He's doesn't own a, you going to school? Alright. I hope you learned something. Knowledge is, and education is king, man. You gotta have an education. No doubt about it. I'm watching this truck. He can't back in. The cars behind me are all pissed off because they can't get in. Everyone's in a rush this morning. Interesting. Not too bad. There you go. Not too bad. Third try. Didn't ring one little toot. Yeah, so I'm picking up my buddy. He doesn't drive. He's like 35, 36. He's never had a driver's license. He doesn't drive. Has no desire to drive. He's grown up taking buses and Ubers and Lyfts, and he's happy with that. Let's see what the topics are. In sports, it's baseball. That's true. Never had anyone never driven a car. God, it must be humid out.
In all three phases, by the way. The special teams got to pick it up too. But when I look at the last weekend, just sitting home like you did, watching games, Cardinals looked terrible. Didn't count. Raiders looked terrible against Dallas. The Patriots, we've already seen that show. Texans just crushed them. And Cleveland is just not very good. And the Jets, we watched last night, there's still something missing. And again, probably our game's going to be a dogfight. You wouldn't be surprised if I said we got to split that one. But I'll tell you what, you look at the schedule. The Rams, here. And really injured for that football team. I just, you've probably done this too a little bit. And again, I get every time I said this yesterday, and before people they start to blitz like, yeah, but look at us. Well, I'll tell you what, you can get it together. Get some things figured out. Get the big play back in the offense. And see 4 catches for 40 yards and 4 catches for 20 yards. And
Stop in the middle of the road, pull over, and get out of your car.
I don't know, am I being too positive and too not realistic about this?
I would say it's definitely within the realm of possibility that this team, based on the schedule, and there's people that will have the retort to that, but you don't want to have a team that always wins based on the schedule. It's a concern to have at this point based off of what the team has looked like and the issues that go much deeper than just whether
Good morning there, Christopher. Miami Dolphin chat this morning.
So, that's why I'm trying to be patient to kind of get more answers.
What's going on?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good, man. What's going on with you?
Not too much.
How was work? Did you work yesterday?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I work?
Well, apparently it was a holiday. The kids were all off to school and everything.
Yeah, you asked if I got one. I said, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this. These two girls are coming down the street. This girl just saying, I'm sorry.
So, I had a kid. He was shadowing me.
All right, go ahead.
So, I had a kid, and I was shadowing me. And, I showed him, I told him a couple of things to say on the script. I told him how to type it into the system, and how to get the code and everything. And then I put him on the phone for a couple calls. He probably shouldn't have did that. He was a little nervous, but he did okay. I guided him through a couple calls. It was like 5 calls, but he has only had 1 day of class.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have put him on the phone.
Yeah, but he was okay. I was coaching him through it, the call. He's still got to pass the test, and then he's got a couple more days of training. But from my perspective, my first day, somebody shadowing me. Nobody taught me dick. So I wanted him to actually learn something.
Yeah.
Be ahead of the. I wanted him to be ahead of the game.
Like, were you training him? Was you were training him? Did the boss say do whatever?
Boss didn't tell me to do anything.
Use your
It was just my
discretion?
instincts. Yeah. I used my instincts. I told him what to say on the script. I told him how to transfer without actually transferring it. Type them in the system, then type the code in, and then what to say to the people. Say that you're gonna be hung up on. They're gonna say this and this. Be prepared for this and this. And then I said, hey, I'm gonna take a couple calls.
It's amazing that a place that's someone who just your boss who just busted your chops the other day.
Yeah.
About production.
Yeah.
Wants you to have people shadow.
Well, there
and
was
learn
like
from you.
10 trainees, so there had to be like
Because I'm just saying to myself,
there had to be like a trainee per person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like for a minute there, I'm like, that doesn't sound right. That's a lot of people training, huh?
Yeah.
Is they expanding or just trying to fill in the gap for the people that have left?
Yeah, that. Just gonna probably fire some people and have those people stay. Those you gotta account for the people that aren't gonna stay after like 2 or 3 days of training, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot of things to account for.
I don't know how you guys do it, man.
Yeah.
I could never do that line of work.
Yeah.
People that quit, you gotta fire people.
Yeah.
High turnover.
Yeah.
No,
No.
not my cup of tea, man.
I like how you said that. No.
Not my cup of tea.
That'd be like your catchphrase. You want to go to the movies? No. Yes, sir.
I've always worked at.
Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for getting too far ahead. I wanted to learn something. I wanted to be ahead of everybody else and know what to expect out there when he passes the test.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully I don't get a talking to. He won't get in trouble. Wasn't his fault.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I would say, unless the boss told you to put him on the phone,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him on the phone.
Yeah.
Because if I'm an owner, I'm thinking to myself, those calls are money.
Right.
That's money, and I need someone. I'm looking to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who knows if that guy's paying for the leads?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's paying for those leads, and like you're putting someone who's inexperienced on the phone. So I'm just saying, who knows?
Yeah.
who knows how the boss thing. He may not even bring it up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even bring it up unless he brought it up.
Well, the kid's gonna tell the boss how the shadowing went.
Yeah. You never know. Sometimes bosses do, sometimes bosses don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't voluntarily say, hey, yeah, I put him on calls and blah blah. No, I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't. You just never know, man.
What if the boss says something to me about, hey, why'd you put it on the phone? You know, I'll first say, you know, I'm sorry, and second, but,
No, don't apologize.
Oh, great stuff today, man.
Don't say sorry.
yeah.
No. Because then that means that you're acknowledging that you did something wrong. No, you go, well, no, he did well.
Yeah.
He was absorbing the information well, and I felt like he was ready for a call.
Yeah.
You don't apologize.
Yeah. Okay. That's much better.
Yeah, you never apologize for something that you used your.
Discretion.
You don't go there. I use my discretion, or I'm just saying you don't go out there and you don't tell him I use my discretion. You don't say sorry. Just say, hey, he was picking up everything well. And let him take a couple calls.
Yeah.
Make a couple calls.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
So the Jets still suck. I heard.
Yep.
I didn't watch the game. I heard it on the.
I watched part of it. A lot of penalties.
Yeah, I was working all day, right?
Yeah.
And I get in the car like a little after 3 o'clock
Uh-huh.
from seeing my last patient, and you're like 4-3 Panthers. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they had a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, I mean that's because it was a holiday. The Christopher Columbus Day that got changed into Indigenous People Day.
Yeah.
And the Indigenous people don't care.
No.
They never care.
Nobody cares about
No.
these holidays.
They just care because it's a day off.
Exactly. That's your catchphrase. No.
I never could.
I just like how you say that, John. It amuses me.
Yeah.
No. I'm glad I got one yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Got one right out of the gate. Last week it took until Friday to get one. I thought I wasn't going to get one at all. I was freaking out, you know? But hopefully I can get a couple this week and I don't have to wait to the end of the week. And then I don't have any for the rest of the week, you know?
Yeah.
But, one guy's got 0 through this month and I got 3. We're the 2 low men on the totem pole, so I just gotta keep producing a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes, John.
We'll see. You gotta just keep plugging away.
Yeah.
Just do your job.
Yeah. I mean, I like it there. You know, everybody's very nice. It's laid back. People are cool. The boss is cool. You know, so I'm not gonna quit there. So the only issue I could quit there is, you know, I'm not making much money. But that doesn't
Now, what
bother
is your?
me.
So, you said this month. I mean, it's the 13th. The
It's
4th.
next month.
What's today? What's today? The
It's like-
15th.
Yeah.
So, in the
Next
last,
month.
no, but since through the 15th of this month, you only have 2.
3.
You have 3.
Yeah.
So that's not very good.
No.
And there's someone else.
Say it with me, John.
No, I'm just
No.
So what
One
is it?
guy's got none.
How about
He's
the other people?
struggling.
Where are they at?
But I'm assuming they're a little bit better than mine.
Oh, so you know what everyone has?
I don't go and count them.
I mean, who's the high?
Well, Manny usually has them, and a couple a day. You know,
Yeah.
the same 2 or 3 people all the time.
You don't come across to me as someone who's a good salesman.
No.
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 No. You're too,
Nice.
yeah.
That's what they tell me. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive.
You know what? I don't want to say aggressive. Sometimes I think it has to come naturally.
Yeah.
Like, when you meet someone who's like a good, like, salesman, look at this guy jumping all over his car. I don't know. See him inside his car there? He's bobbing. The whole car's shaking. He's like dancing. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't
It's
see.
funny. The guy in front of us.
Oh.
Anyway, my so most of the people that I've met over the years that are like salespeople,
Yeah.
they have a certain style about them.
Yeah.
Like my brother-in-law is a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, my ex-brother.
You either got to be aggressive or a woman. Stick sales.
He's a
Because if you're
Women-
not aggressive, you know, people are more receptive to a woman.
it's just natural
Oh yeah.
because the people you're calling are probably primarily men anyway.
Right. And
Right.
they can flirt with them. And
Yeah,
they
it's
can-
not that they're flirting. Is that well, right off the bat,
it's a
men-
soothing voice to
right? And men ain't gonna be yelling at them.
a
Most
woman.
men,
Right.
they don't.
Yeah, they're not gonna tell a woman to fuck off.
No,
Yeah.
not gonna do. It's just just
right.
part of your DNA.
Right.
Although she's just a real dick,
Right.
you know. You
Most
don't
of
give
these
a shit.
people are real dicks, though. They think we're like strippers. They don't think we're people. They just get on the phone and act some sort of way, you know, John? Curse you out, start screaming, don't let cut you off before you say anything.
Well, the problem is that's people have that history.
Yeah.
Like someone says, let's go buy a car.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go buy a car because
Right.
they don't want to deal with the sales.
Right.
That's nobody wants to have to deal with the salesman.
Right.
Nobody wants to have to deal with a realtor who's
Right.
telling you, "Oh, look at this greatest thing in the world. It's the
Right.
greatest house in the world." Well, I really don't like it. No, it'll suit you. You're not looking at the real big picture here.
Right.
No, you're just trying to. Are you trying to help me, or are you just trying to get me to buy the freaking house?
Right.
Like, what are you trying to? You know.
Right.
And then there's some people who are real slick about it.
Yeah.
Like, I went to
Conniving.
I dropped my car off for service, Laura's car, and I was waiting on it.
Yeah.
And the salesman walked up to me and said, "Hey, how you doing? You get your car service? Huh? That's a real nice car. Yeah, I love that car."
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know. Next thing you know, he had me out in the lot looking at cars. I mean, it's just the way he did it, you know.
Yeah.
And that comes from years of
Experience.
yeah. And then my freaking brother-in-law, man. You can tell he's a salesman. I'll sell you a car and have the CNI dog drive it home.
I'll sell to a snail.
Huh?
I'll sell salt to a snail.
They got weird stuff, you know. And those people that you meet that are good salespeople, they're like overly like they got this weird look about them, and they're like fucking
Overly
hey.
confident. Yeah.
They're the ones that go up to a club to meet a girl, and they're talking. They're the first one talking to the chick at the bar.
Yeah.
I'm over there in the corner going, "Man, she's hot, man. You're gonna talk to her." But he's over there going, "Oh man, I'm gonna talk to her."
Right.
Right. They got this weird,
Yeah.
weird thing about it.
Yeah. The irony is we're not selling anything. We're trying to help them save money if they have them, and people think we're trying to sell them something and put a credit card down and this and that and everything else. And that's not what we're trying to do. What are you trying to sell me? I'm not trying to sell you anything.
Trying to refinance your debt.
Yeah.
right?
Well, I'm trying to structure it.
Restructure your day.
Right. If you just let me complete my sentence,
Yes,
then
sir.
you can hang up on me. But at least let me do my job respectfully, sir. All right, what do you want? What do you want? Tell me. You know. Sometimes the people will be like that, and some people will just be like, "No, click."
Listen, as soon as you get someone to listen, or Marshawn took a. That's why he's considered a dirty player, because at the end of the game, it was like what 40 seconds left. Someone
I
took a
didn't see the
penalty.
last,
someone took a penalty
I didn't see the last
on the
40
on the
seconds.
Bruins.
Yeah,
Took a penalty. He slashed one of the Panthers across the wrist,
yeah.
and then one of the Panther players, and then they were skating away, and Marshawn just went up to him and just tried to like have a fight with him. And Marshawn, and they kicked him out of it for the rest of the game.
I didn't see the last. 40
I thought he was trying to like maybe draw a penalty
Yeah,
because the Bruins were trying to, they pulled the goalie,
yeah.
and then when they got the penalty, then the game would have been over.
I was watching a little bit of it on my phone, and then when it was 4-2, I stopped watching it live, and I just put it on my computer while I was taking calls, and they
Are you
scored.
allowed to do that?
Nobody told me. Nobody yelled at me. I didn't volunteer it. I didn't say, "Hey, Frank, I'm gonna watch the game. Is that cool?" You know.
My friend, let me give you some advice. When you're struggling at work
Yeah.
and the boss is busting your chops,
Yeah.
don't worry about fucking sports.
Yeah.
As a boss,
Yeah.
a previous boss,
Yeah.
if I would have walked by and saw that on your computer, I wouldn't have been a happy camper.
No.
There's a time for
Place. Yeah.
time for sports,
Yeah.
and there's a time to work.
Right.
So,
I
if
got
you
it.
were kicking ass
Yeah.
and had 30-something phone call transfers,
Yeah.
I don't think the boss would say anything. That is a fast way of getting yourself in a lot of freaking trouble
Yeah.
over the Boston Bruins hockey game. I don't think
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Because what happens is when you might have a view of everyone
Yeah.
and you can see them coming,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden you get distracted for a second
Yeah.
and they're standing behind you.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck? How did
How did that happen?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. So I watched part of the game, and part of the game I didn't watch. So I didn't see all the nuances. I didn't see what Brad Marchand did in the last 40 seconds of the game. Sorry, John.
No, that's cool.
I saw like maybe the first 2 periods. They got our number, man. They're starting to annoy me.
And two of their Panthers' best
I
players
know.
didn't play.
I know.
I
It
didn't
makes it
even
even
know.
worse.
There's
no Kachuk and no Barkov. I know. Believe me, no.
Was Kachuk hurt?
People are talking shit. No, I think he's sick. Everybody's sick nowadays. Everybody's got a fucking cold, John.
It's only the third or fourth game of the season. What's everyone getting all crazy about?
No, I'm saying everybody in the office is getting sick, and then Kachuk got sick, so I'm just like, It's a cold that's going around. I'm not saying it's going around the league. I'm just saying it makes sense that Kachuk got a cold. It's going around South Florida.
I think we were talking the other day about baseball.
Yeah.
The ratings are like double what they were last year.
Yeah, well, of course. It's the New York Mets versus the LA Dodgers, and it's the New York Yankees versus the Cleveland Indians. Of course it is.
Big market teams.
I hate that too.
Not Cleveland,
No.
but that's one of my peeps.
Yeah.
And he's amazed that the Dodgers and the Yankees have gone as far as they have.
Yeah.
because their pitching has sucked all year.
Yeah, the pitching's been bad.
And they go all of a sudden now, LA, the pitching's come alive,
Yeah.
and
The thing with the Yankees is the Yankees got a great bullpen to coexist the bad and starting pitching.
But
Because
see-
that fucking closer's lights out.
the problem, the thing about it is, if you think about baseball don't take it from a fan's perspective.
Right.
You take it from a business perspective.
Right.
What's happening right now is great for baseball.
Right.
It's great for baseball.
Right.
The rating, if you're a baseball person who wants to see baseball succeed,
Yeah.
this is what you want.
Right.
You want ratings doubled,
Right.
make everyone's happy.
Right.
Okay, it's not the Braves, it's not the Marlins,
Right.
but at least it's, how many?
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's been 2 games between the Mets and the Dodgers, and I haven't watched a single one.
I haven't watched any of them.
I don't like the Mets and I don't like the Dodgers.
I have no, I couldn't even tell you. The other day I was sitting at Bruges Room
Yeah.
having dinner with my wife,
Yeah.
and the Detroit Guardians, the game, the
Yeah.
Detroit, and then were playing.
Tigers and Guardians. Yeah.
And it just had a good feel about it. I was watching it.
Yeah.
They were excited. People
Yeah.
were cheering.
Right.
It was cold out.
Yeah.
They had the players,
Yeah.
outside playing in the cold.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, I grew up, I saw some of the best baseball. I watched live.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson hit 3 freaking home runs, man.
In a game,
Yeah, but that's why they used to call him Mr. October.
you were at that game at Yankee Stadium.
It's not live on TV.
Oh yeah, on TV. Yeah.
You don't know. That's like,
Yeah.
I've been to the World Series. Live. I've been to the World Series. I watched Roger Clemens when he played for the Yankees
It's pretty amazing
pitch,
against the Marlins.
and when he was walking off the field,
Yeah.
they all thought it was his last time.
Yeah.
And even the Marlins players, they were all out on the dugout
Cheering.
clapping,
Yeah. I know.
and he
I
was
remember
waving
that.
as he went off.
Yeah.
But he kept playing anyway.
Yeah, he did.
No, but I was there. I was there when the Marlins won the World Series. I was there.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. And you said you went to the Hurricane Championship too.
And the Hurricane, but I've been to. I watched. I was there live watching Nebraska
Yeah.
beat the Canes for the head coach of Nebraska, Tom Osborne, won his first national title. I was there.
My dad saw the first, the Hurricanes' first championship. Was it the one where they had the Fumaruski and then the Hurricanes
1983.
ended up winning it anyway?
I watched. I was there live when the Canes for the Orange Bowl,
Yeah.
an Orange Bowl game, when Peyton Manning, who played for Tennessee,
Yeah.
played Nebraska.
Yeah.
I was there. I was sitting at the 20-yard line watching it play.
I wish I could see my team celebrate a championship live. That would be cool. We got so lucky because it used to be so cheap back then. You know how much a ticket for Notre Dame in a national championship would cost? God, makes me sick. You know, because it's Notre Dame, it's brand recognition, and it's national championship, and it's depending on where the venue is. You know what I mean?
I got news for you. At my age, because I've seen it, a lot of it,
Yeah.
I would never pay the prices that they want now.
But
It's
you
too
live
much.
to see. But you live to see a championship live.
Yeah, but
I never have. There's a difference.
I never paid for those tickets.
Really?
I always knew people who gave me tickets.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's across the street neighbor, her and her boyfriend worked for the freaking Florida Marlins.
Marlins, nice.
So they gave us playoff tickets,
I remember
World Series
I
tickets.
was living in a condominium, and my neighbor knew Bobby Cox. One day, I was like saying in passing, I was like 6 or 7 years old. I'm like, hey, can you give me Chipper Jones' autograph? you know, like half serious but half kidding.
Yeah.
And then next week
I didn't realize the fight was out.
next week I come back and she's got the ball signed by the whole team. And it's like 5 or 6 Hall of Famers: Maddox, Glavin, Smoltz, Bobby, Chipper, McGriff, all those guys. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I had a lot of memorabilia from the Yankees.
Yeah.
And,
I got more than Chipper's autograph.
you know what? I have a lot of stuff that's autographed.
Yeah.
It's worth nothing.
Yeah. Does
I
it
had
have
it-
like the
I had it in
little
my-
seal or whatever?
I had it in my room,
Yeah.
and then I put it into a box
Yeah.
after it ran its course.
Yeah.
Been sitting there for years. I
Does
got
it
it
have like the seal of
Sure.
authentication or whatever it is? Authenticity?
some does, some doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're at the game, and Stanton, who was warming up
Yeah.
in the outfield, turns and throws the ball up to the stands.
Yeah.
How do you often, you know, I can tell you that, yeah, we got the ball.
Yeah. Right.
But I have a autographed Michael Vick football,
Nice. I like Michael Vick.
the
He
dog
was a-
killer. The dog.
He was a huge deal in Atlanta. When I was in high school, he was like an enormous deal. It was like Michael Vick mania.
Yeah.
He had like girls, 15-year-old girls wearing Michael Vick jerseys. That's how
I went-
popular he was.
I went to.
You had the teachers wearing the Michael Vick jerseys.
I went to.
It was all hysteria. They never seen a quarterback like that ever in Atlanta.
I went to the game. He played the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was witnessing
Yeah.
because he was so good.
Yeah.
And I wound up going, I gotta go buy his football.
Nice.
And I did.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth anything, but you know.
Nice.
All right, dude.
I'll see you later, buddy. Thanks
All
for
right,
the
man.
ride.
Have a good day.
You too.
Good luck. You're gonna break my door, dude.
Hello, Taco. Need to block some shots, get some rebounds, make a lot of money. Haven't had one special. Let's do it. I ask it. Bam, bam, doing the game. Timing. A lot of first-round picks, man. A lot of first-round picks. A lot of first-round picks. So that's be fun to watch the next couple of nights and see. I'm guessing a lot of these guys start getting some time off with the games this week. And then we'll be starting talking about heat, starting this thing up and find out about everybody's predictions and how good this team is. By the way, throw Philly out. The broken down 76ers, I'm not worried about. I want to see those guys get through. They've already come out and said that George and Embiid will not play back-to-back games this year. They just sent it out. Hey, by the way, our guys, okay about me hurting me. Yeah, he did get hurt. So anyway, what do you got coming in, man? I'm sorry, I'm interested about when they announced that. They also said that the games that they sick when they're healthy, they're going to give the money to charity. You missed that part. So that, yeah, that's not good. Okay. No, that's good. he said Brazil and Ireland. Someone said they should give Canada an NFL team. That Canadian thing went cold. Remember when the Bills were I went over and we had the Bills in Toronto, and they had the owner. I can't remember who the owner was, but he passed away. The guy that had all the money that wanted to move a team, wanted to move when Buffalo was really down and out before they got really friggin' good again. They were talking about playing those games. I think Buffalo
Oh,
got
yeah.
this and we come over here.
What a
Thing
fucking
needs to
disaster
stay in
this is.
Buffalo. We're not going to Toronto. 813 wants to play in Amsterdam. We'll read the rest of it. Why? We could do the math there. 305 says they have to file income taxes in the UK and file in the USA and receive a foreign income tax credit. That's the UK. Keep it in America. You saw that, right? Yeah. You saw that, right? Yeah. I'm like, Kansas City's going to San Francisco. It hasn't. I'm like, Kansas City's going to San Francisco. It hasn't changed my watching pattern. And I'm trying to think.